All right, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Sheikh Saud Thani to our vlog. Sheikh Saud is the president of the World Basketball Federation. Thank you so much, Sheikh Saud, for the opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you and welcome to FIBA headquarters.
Yeah, you are in Switzerland at the headquarters. We see the nice background. And maybe before we start talking about global basketball development, we can get you a little bit better known. And you tell us how you fell in love with basketball. I believe you told me in previous conversations we had that it all started when you were an exchange student in the United States of America.
That's true. When I was in America, I got involved and love with this sport, and I think it's very great sport, and I think it's good for men and women, young and old people. Everybody interested in the sport, and in my opinion, not because I'm from the basketball, but I think in my opinion, everybody interested in the court, either the fans or the players or the referees, or everybody in the court interested in the game and enjoy the game.
So where did you study, and was there a specific team or specific player that made you fall in love with basketball?
Well, specific players, not a specific player. I like the sport as a sport. And I was in Valparaiso, Indiana. It's in the border of Illinois and Indiana and Michigan, by the lake. It's a very small city, and they have good basketball, and that's why I got involved with the basketball. And all the time we go to the arena to watch the games, and that's how I can get to. But I didn't play it. I like it, but I didn't play it. Unfortunately.
That's how it started, and now you have a long career as a basketball official. You were president of the Basketball Federation in Qatar. You were president of the Basketball Federation of Asia, and now you're president of the World Basketball Federation. So what do you think, since you are now into basketball as an official for more than 3 decades, how did basketball become the second most popular global team sport? What's the secret of success?
Well, I think we are fortunate when we have the Olympic and the NBA or the professionals players in the Olympics in 1992.
Yeah,
it was a very good opportunity for the basketball, and it's no doubt that this helped to raise the value of the basketball, the value of the sport. For us, we consider ourselves as the first, not the second. But because if you analyze it, you will find the basketball the most interesting and the most attractive sport among the other sports. In the Olympic Games and the last Olympic Games in Paris, we were having problems with the spectators. We had more spectators than we expecting, and we need more venue. We're hoping in 28 in Los Angeles we have bigger arena, and of course America is the country of basketball, and I think the arena which they are preparing for the basketball is very big, and we are expecting to have so many fans, and I think everybody interested in basketball. Whenever they watch it, they got in love with it.
So you said for you it's number one. I think it's number one. When we look compared with soccer at the number of federations, no, that are in FIBA. I think you have how many? 230?
See, FIFA FIFA is it's all well known in the world. But in the same time, not because I'm around basketball, in the same time, the basketball more interesting for the people to attend and to enjoy. FIBA now start especially after they're getting so many games, so many teams in the World Cup. It's getting less value. Some games is one-side game, and that interesting even for the broadcaster. The basketball, all the games in the World Cup or in the Olympics all the games is very good, and all the games very close game.
Yeah.
Women and men.
So now, as a president of the World Basketball Federation, when you look globally at the development of the sport, can you share with us some insights? Where do you see differences across continents and countries? Where do you see the largest growth potential?
Well, as you know, as the basketball, the continents, we have good basketball in the continents. For Europe, because Europe they have so many good teams and more competitors. The competition in Europe is bigger than other continent. And America and FIBA America, maybe the United States and the other, the United States is the top of the other teams. But now Canada is getting in the field, and they are getting good basketball. We hope to have, unfortunately, Argentina become a little bit back, but we hope to have them again. The good news is Brazil start to get good teams, and we hope to have in America a bunch of good teams. In Asia, we have Australia, New Zealand, China, Lebanon, Philippines. We have some teams compete together. We have good competition. And Africa's still Africa's good talent players, but still the competition still we hope in the future we got good better teams, and they can have their players from the other countries, which is professionals in the other countries, where they can participate with the national team, and we are encouraging them to do this.
To me, it looks like FIBA wants basketball particularly to grow in Asia because it's simply such a large continent. Now, 2027 in Qatar, we will have the third World Cup, men's World Cup in an Asian country in a row.
We hope the World Cup in Qatar will be the beginning of thinking to have World Cup in the other continent. I think next one will be in Europe. I hope it will be in Europe or in America, because Africa still need time to organize such events. But I hope Europe and America they can take care of it.
Your Excellency, when we talk about the potential future growth of basketball, is there maybe the biggest growth potential in women's basketball?
Well, the women's improved too much in basketball, especially in the World Cup in Sydney. The level was very high, and we have very good final between China and the United States. And the other teams, they were competing, and they were very good. And in my opinion, I think that the women basketball goes very high now. And I hope next World Cup, which is in Germany, I hope we have very good competition.
And also, when we talk about the growth of the sport, the new big trend is the 3x3 basketball. We could already see in rugby, when rugby sevens became Olympic, that it contributed to the further popularity of the sport. So 3x3 was so much fun in the Tokyo Olympics and Paris Olympics. And since you are a representative of a small state, do you think it's particularly a chance for small states?
Well, in Paris 2024, the key moment of the history of 3x3. And I think we had very big competition, and I think the teams from small countries were competing in 3x3, and I think the future good for the small countries to have 3x3 than 5-on-5, because 3x3 is very easy to have a team, 4 players. No need to have any coach, anyone. They can go everywhere. It will be very easier for the small countries to create such a team.
Unfortunately, from a Qatari perspective, we had a world champion in 3x3 basketball before the sport was Olympic. Yeah.
Well, Qatar, I think they are thinking about 3x3, and they are very keen to have 3x3. But now, because they have the World Cup, in my opinion, they are concentrating on the 5-on-5, because for the World Cup. But the future, I think the future for Qatar will be the 3x3.
Yeah. Now, I mean, of course, as a president of World Basketball Federation, you need to have a global perspective, but you're also a proud Qatari. So what does it mean, the World Cup 2020, to host the World Cup 2027 in the country? What does it mean for Qatar? What do you hope to achieve both for Qatar and global basketball?
I'll talk now. I'll talk as a Qatari, not as president of FIBA.
Okay.
It's a big honor for us to have the World Cup, basketball World Cup, and we had the football and you had the handball, and in my opinion, it was very successful. I hope the basketball World Cup become more successful than before, and than the other sports. And I hope we can have a good competition, and I hope the United States they come with the best team to participate in this events, because it will give more encouragement for the people to come and see the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm very sure that the competition will be very good, and the people will enjoy it, because it's a small country and you can watch most of the games. Very easy, to watch the games. It's a very close area, so you can watch all the game. If you want to watch it, you can watch it in the same time, because in between each game we have like about 1 hour. Within 1 hour, you can go to anywhere in Qatar, and this is good opportunity and good. This is advantage for the World Cup.
That's true. So every basketball fan can set a new record of matches watched during that World Cup, because the proximity of the arenas is so short. So your term as a president ends in 2027, when the Basketball World Cup is happening. For me, as a political scientist, the governance of FIBA is very interesting, because we have these discussions on term limits in IOC in many sporting federations. And so in basketball, you do rotation. So can you explain to us how this rotation works, and what's the benefit of the system of rotation?
Well, see, the rotation give a chance to everybody to be represented as a president. At the same time, we give new thoughts, for the position, because if you have only one person for a long period, maybe start to get a little bit lazy, But when every year, every 4 years, you have a new one, have a new ideas and new thoughts. I think it's a good, and we are the only federation who has such a system.
Yeah, it's impressive.
And this doesn't make any problems between the continents, you know. All the
Yeah.
continent will be represented one day as president of FIBA.
Maybe as a last question, since we are an American university, and the next Olympic Games will be in Los Angeles 2028, and it will feature both the traditional 5-against-5 and 3x3 basketball for both men and women. So what do you expect from the 2028 Olympic Games? What do you hope to achieve from a basketball perspective?
You know, America as a legend of the basketball, I think we are in good hands as a basketball, and I think we'll have a good competition in LA, and as we get the news from them, they are ready, and we are confident that America will host a good, especially the basketball, you know, because America is basketball country, you know. They love basket, and we think we are in good hand.
Yeah, and you still like watching American basketball, right? When I was in your office, you had a big screen on the wall, and you were following while we were talking also some NBA matches.
Yeah. I'm in love with basketball. Really, I can watch the games from the morning until the night.
Yeah, perfect.
You know, I go to the arena in the morning, and I live in the last evening. You know, I'm the last one who leave the arena.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Excellency, so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and hope you all the best, and hope we'll see you in the World Cup in Qatar, and you enjoy the games in Qatar.
We will. Thank you so much.
Thank you.